Hello and top of the morning to you. Welcome to the Movie Attic. I'm Mike, and as I've said before, this is the attic where I discuss and review movies, DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4Ks for all the nice people out there in YouTube land. As you can probably tell from the thumbnail, this is the St. Patrick's Day special episode, and today's big St. Patrick's Day movie is that movie. Darby O'Gill and the Little People. As you can probably tell also from the thumbnail, the reason I held the disc up was because, of course, that picture is very small. It came in this 4-movie set from Disney. Of course, there's Darby O'Gill, the one and only genuine original family band, which is that movie. Then there's Gnome Mobile, and last, The Happiest Millionaire. I don't know if you can see any of those or not. There's the other two. Anyway, I know this is the caliber of show you're used to by now. It was of course, a complete joy revisiting this movie. I probably haven't seen it in probably about 10 years. Of course, too, this is the DVD of it. I had looked online and was going to look into getting the Blu-ray of it, but it seemed like it was only available at the time through the Disney Club, so of course everybody who got it was selling it. I think the copy I saw was like $50, and then I heard it was cropped into a different aspect ratio, and the Blu-ray didn't look, a few people said the Blu-ray didn't look as good as the DVD, so I passed on that. But you can get just the single version of the DVD. I just happened to come across this and picked it up. Of course, there's the back too. I don't think I showed that. Like I said, it was a complete pleasure to watch this movie again. I guess I should give the stats. I got the paper. It's from 1959 in color, mono, full screen, 1:33:1 aspect ratio. It's got a French track, and it's got French and Spanish subtitles. And it's rated G, although if it was put out today, it would not be rated G, because there is drinking and smoking in it. I know. So, anyway, I had seen this movie probably in the 70s as a kid. Our school used to show a lot of these kind of live-action Disney movies. If you're as old as I am, and I hope you're not, we all would go to the gymnasium, and they had the old projector with the wheel, like those wheels over there, and yeah, we would watch movies like the Apple Dumpling Gang. I believe we actually watched that Gnome Mobile in school as well, plus some other Disney movies. So, of course, this is going to be very nostalgic for me. At the time I saw it originally, I knew nothing of Sean Connery and or any of that, or even when he was James Bond. So, but now being older, of course, I know, he was James Bond, and from what I read, it sounded like this might have been his first film role, but I'm not sure on that. Of course, I think this movie was perfectly cast. It's one of those movies where I think everybody, in it was awesome. Of course, Sean Connery played Michael McBride. And then, of course, there was Darby, King Brian, Katie, and kind of the villain of the movie, Pony. Basically, the story is Darby O'Gill takes care of this house. I don't know. I think it's for a governor or somebody important. Him and his daughter live there and keep up the grounds. So most of Darby's day actually is spent in the local pub telling these stories about the little people or the leprechauns. And so Sean Connery's character is brought in as a replacement for Darby because Darby's getting older and apparently doesn't seem to be doing much. So Darby doesn't want Michael McBride to tell his daughter that he's actually taking over. And of course, there's a little romance between Sean Connery's character and Katie. And then you throw Pony in there. He wants to be the successor because it's like an important person. The house and everything in the grounds is owned by an important person. So Pony's mother's trying to get him in there. And, of course, all kinds of craziness ensues. And, of course, Pony is always making fun of Darby because he doesn't believe in the little people. And there's a lot of hijinks with the little people. And, it's like folkloric and legend type stuff here. And Darby himself is trying to capture King Brian of the Leprechauns so he could be granted 3 wishes. And then towards the end of the movie, this death coach is coming for somebody. I don't want to say who and spoil the movie. But, this is all part of legend, too, because if you know anything, there's the Grim Reaper and, whatever culture you're in has a different thing that comes to take you away. And actually, I brought this movie because this is kind of the same kind of thing. The Phantom Carriage, which is, this death coach that comes to get you. So, I don't want to spoil anything like that. Like I say, the movie I thought it was really well done. Of course, it's Disney, so you can imagine what the ending's going to be. And it's very reminiscent of a kind of theme that runs through certain movies like The Polar Express, and I forget what the other one was, but where you don't know if what Darby's seeing, you don't know if that's real. Just like in The Polar Express, you don't know if that kid actually went to, he was dreaming all this, or Darby's dreaming all this. But then there's little clues throughout that say, well, yeah, this did happen. Like at the end of The Polar Express, the kid has the bell, and it says, found this in the bottom of my sleigh. Better fix that hole in that pocket. So it wasn't merely a dream. And in Darby O'Gill and the Little People, there's a scene in the pub where Darby's got King Brian in a sack. He orders the best, I don't know if it was the best whiskey or scotch, a glass of it. He puts it down into the sack. You can hear somebody drinking it, and then poop the glass comes popping out of the bag, and it's in front of witnesses and all that, so it kind of alludes to that it is real, that he wasn't dreaming, or he's not insane, or just a town drunk or something. And I like those kind of things, and I like folkloric movies in general. You get to hear Sean Connery singing. Him and the woman that plays Katie do a kind of a little duet back and forth. And through the bonus features, which I actually watched, one of the bonus features is an interview with Sean Connery, and one is how they did the special effects. And of course, I love that kind of stuff, and it's the old time special effects, and you got the forced perspective type stuff, and matte paintings, and all that kind of good stuff. But anyway, when I was watching those special features, apparently they actually released a single of this song that Sean Connery and Katie are singing, and it did quite well. I don't think over here, but I think maybe in Ireland or somewhere like that. So if I was to rate this movie, like I said, it's very nostalgic for me. I like this kind of stuff. It's been like a decade since I saw it. So I will give it 8.5 rolls of pink insulation. Like I said, it was really great to see it again. I don't know why I hadn't watched it sooner. I really wish a movie like this would come to 4K, because I thought the DVD looked really good. And you can see obvious things that a good restoration would get rid of. And I think the colors would really pop, because they really popped on the DVD, so I can only imagine 4K. So hopefully, but of course, if Disney's involved, and I assume if they don't think they can make a lot of money on it, or at least break even, they probably won't do it. But it is an early Sean Connery film. So if you have this set, or you have the regular DVD or the Blu-ray, maybe you have have thoughts on how you thought the Blu-ray looked. Like I say, price-wise, I probably wouldn't get it, but leave a comment down in the comments section. I'd love to discuss it. Or other St. Patrick's Day movies. I didn't really have, a whole lot of St. Patrick's Day movies. I think there's a Rankin and Bass, the Christmas Leprechaun or something like that. Or the Leprechaun's Christmas Gold, or I forget what it's called. And I think I do have that somewhere here as like a bonus short, film mixed in with a bunch of other stuff. So I guess that'll do it for me. So until next time, when I'm in the attic with a completely different movie, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.